welcome back to Beardstown High School for game number 2 of night number 1 of the Beardstown Tiger Classic. It's going to be the Southeastern Suns taking on the Brown County Hornets as you're watching live here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. A couple of teams that feel like they've got some things to prove early on here after losing some very key pieces, whether that be to graduation or to injury during the football season. We're going to tell you about both of these teams and get you ready for game number 2 here tonight as you're watching live on the Great Rivers pregame show here on Central Illinois Sports.
Go team go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month, and if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
It's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it, so the peace of mind of that's very nice.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Jersey's World! Jersey's World! Party time! Excellent! Party on, James! Party on, Todd!
Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, where you can find the best burgers, sandwiches, and steaks, all locally sourced from GJY Beef Company.
We love beer! We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer. Enjoy one of our many craft selections on the patio. All at Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
Welcome you back live here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank, with locations in Pittsfield, Barry, Liberty, and Hannibal, is here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Our friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, and I'll say as a personal customer, great to work with. We are getting you set for the Southeastern Suns and the Brown County Hornets in our second game here. We remind you also tipping off and in action right now is Porta AC versus Payson in the opening game of the Pittsfield Saki Turkey Tournament. Jack, John, and Charlie are there all week long, as Gavin, Jared French, and myself are here all week long at Beardstown. So you can put one on your TV, one on your tablet, and keep track of both tournaments here in our immediate area. Let's tell you first about the Augusta Southeastern Suns. 23-9 last season, 5-4 in the West Central Conference. A tale of 2 seasons in one for this team for one very simple reason: the name Danny Stevens. The preferred walk-on at Missouri suffered an injury after the Quincy shootout last year. He inevitably was sidelined late into the second half of the season, and the Suns were without their superstar player who had led them to a sectional championship the year prior. Through the stretch into the postseason, they would eventually lose out in the regional quarterfinals to Bushnell Prairie City in the Camp Point Regional. They were the champions of this tournament last year in a night that Danny Stevens scored 50 points and Zach Evans put in 33 or 35. It was a lot of points on either side. 4th place at the Macomb tournament, 4th place at the Hancock County tournament. Of course, without Danny Stevens, this team looks to a lot of new faces to help rebuild its roster. You're going to see guys like Aiden Akers, here tonight. You're going to see guys also for this Augusta Southeastern squad in the name of Owen Rigg, who is a real defensive bulldog and a talented baseball player. Just signed his letter of intent to play after high school. Also, some of the guys you're going to see, the 6'4 senior is Mason Fry, along with some other names like Griffin Tippy. So what you were able to see last year is guys were double and triple teaming Danny Stevens. You were able to see guys like Akers, Fry, all of these guys, Tippy, knock down these big, long shots. Now they're going to be the primary focus on the offensive side, and we'll see how these guys adjust. Also new to the Suns season is Brandon Gooding, the new head coach, as Brett Ufkus steps away after a long tenure with Southeastern. So it's a little bit of a new look here for the Southeastern Suns after what has been, inevitably the Danny Stevens show over the past 4 years. They're going to take on a Brown County squad who's battling a little bit of injury bug and a little bit more of rebuilding themselves. We'll tell you about the Brown County Hornets as they get ready for their season opener as well here in just a minute on Central Illinois Sports.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Welcome you back here live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the guys at Great Rivers Bank. Locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. You can check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank, a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Just about 3 minutes before we get ready for starting lineups here as we tell you about the Brown County Hornets. 22-11 last season, 7-2 in the WIVC as they were able to shake things up in the conference standings. A third-place finish last season here at the Beardstown tournament. Fifth-place finish as they defeated West Central at the Winchester tournament, and their season wrapped up with a regional semifinal loss to Illini Bluffs, who made it all the way to the super sectional, only to fall on a last-second shot to Waterloo Jabot, who would inevitably win the state championship. Tice Fullerton goes down during football season. At best we know he is a 50-50 shot for baseball, but we do not anticipate seeing him at all, unfortunately, here on the basketball court this season. That hurts this team a lot. They look to him for a little bit of leadership and some ball handling and scoring. But this team returns a lot of good athletes and basketball players in Angel Duarte, Maverick Henry, Yager McGath, Tanner Seitz, and Noah Ingram. So we're hoping to see some big things. Of course, Angel Duarte had a heck of a season on the football field, set some rushing records there for Brown County. And we'll expect to see this team really dig in their heels. This is a team that likes to play fast. This is a team that likes to play hard-nosed defensively, and they are not afraid to muscle up with anybody. There is not a lot of height on this team outside of the Ingram kid, but really we'll see how they match up against the likes of Southeastern, who does not have a lot of strength in size, but they do have a lot of length, especially in some of those swing guard positions. We're just about a minute away from tip-off here of game number 2 of 3. It'll be the Beardstown Tigers taking on the Galesburg JV squad in the nightcap here tonight. We will be back for 3 more games tomorrow, 3 more games on Wednesday, 3 on Friday, and 4 of the trophy games coming up on Saturday. We hope you'll join us alongside here all week. If you can't make it, we always remind you, we'd love to see you in the stands, no matter what gym you're in. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's starting lineups and more here for game number 2 between the Southeastern Suns and Brown County Hornets, live on Central Illinois Sports.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Back and ready to rock and roll here on Central Illinois Sports as we get your starting lineups, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Starting tonight here for Brown County is number 2, a senior Jack Anderson, along with number 5, the junior guard Maverick Henry. Yager McGath, a senior guard at number 11. Number 24 is the senior guard forward Angel Duarte, and number 40 is Noah Ingram. On the inside, the senior forward. Starting tonight for Southeastern, who controls the tip, it's number 0, the 6-foot junior Griffin Tippy, along with the 5'10 senior number 3, Owen Rigg. Number 24 is the 6'4 senior Mason Fry. Number 13 is the 6-foot senior Carter Hitz. And number 25 is the 6'1 junior Aiden Akers. We are up in action here. Rebound comes down into the hands very quickly. That comes down into the hands of Duarte. And here comes Brown County very quickly off the start. First 30 seconds underway. Glad you're joining us tonight here on Central Illinois Sports. Basketball comes loose, now picked up by Rigg. It's a quick turnover for Brown County, and here come the Suns. With the basketball is Tippy over on the right side, guarded now by Duarte. Things get very, very quiet sometimes here in this gym, despite it being very, very large. Shot up on the air, no good from the hands of Aiden Akers. Rebound comes down into the hands of Maverick Henry. Here come the Hornets. Ball goes through the hands, get picked up by Duarte. With the basketball now on the right side is Ingram, the big senior forward. Duarte trying to get loose from Rigg. Owen Rigg will clamp down on you on the defense like no other. Back on the other side now is McGath. McGath tries to throw it down into Henry. It gets tipped up and away from Griffin Tippy, and it'll go out of bounds. And it'll remain Hornets basketball. Eric Jones barks out the instructions from the bench here for Brown County. Duarte, the inbounds man, throws it way over the head of McGath, and it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to go to Southeastern way. Second turnover quickly here for the Brown County Hornets, as we're only about a minute and a half into the ball game. Griffin Tippy, the 6-foot junior, brings the basketball across the time stripe for the Suns. Kicks it over now to Akers. Takes a look at that three, but doesn't like it. Now skips it back over to Rigg. Back to Akers. Now back up to Fry. Three ball from Rigg is good. Owen Rigg knocks it down. give him the first three of the contest. It's a 3-0 lead here for the Southeastern Suns. A little something to prove here for this Southeastern squad, because I think all you heard in the offseason was there's no Danny Stevens. But there is a little bit left of this team, and those kids learned to play last year. They had some moments where they really shined. Kick out now to Henry in the corner. Henry's three ball falls short. He gets his own rebound, goes up with it, gets swatted away from Fry. Ingram with the basketball, no good. He can't get it on the shot. Here comes McGath, gets bumped out by Rittig, but nothing there. Now Henry will come up and the Hornets will reset. McGath kicks it now back down to Anderson. Anderson tries to go baseline, nothing there, and he's going to get fouled by Aiden Akers. For Akers, it'll be his first, team first of the contest. We remind you, if you're just joining us here on Central Illinois Sports, new rules in play this year. So after 5 fouls in a quarter, each team will go to 2 free throws. There are no more 1-on-1 situations. At the end of the quarter, the fouls will reset. So it's 5 fouls a quarter to free throws. With the basketball now is Ingram. Tries to spin around. Tippy goes up with it and gets fouled. And now Ingram's going to go to the free throw line as the Suns pick up a foul. And it looks to be against Akers. That'll be Aiden Akers' second personal foul if that's who they claim it to. And it is. Akers will pick up 2 quick fouls. To the line is Ingram. Ingram's first free throw attempt up and no good. 5:14 left in the first quarter here. We remind you about Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield across from the airport. Real Net and Twine, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them or call 217-285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. Ingram gets the second of 2 free throws. It's 3-1 lead here for the Suns as Tippy tries to take it across, gets tipped away from McGath. McGath loses it there. It's nice, Tippy, almost lost it. Nice defense from McGath. He was going to try and claim it as their own. Rigg will be the inbounds man. Just here in the opening moments of game number 2 tonight. Skips it across to Tippy at the volleyball line, guarded out by McGath. It's a little bit of a zone look here from Brown County. Now down into the corner, that is number 5, the 6'3 junior, Jaron Henry, who checked in after Akers picked up 2 fouls, and now you're going to get a quick foul here from Jack Anderson, his first. Team first against the Brown County Hornets. Rigg will be the inbounds man once again. They'll kick it back out to Fry. Fry has put on just a little bit of weight, looks a little more stout than he did last season, and they'll need that beef inside as they've got to grab some rebounds. Rigg misses on the shot there, comes down to the hands of Anderson, quickly pushing down the floor, down to Duarte, gets tipped away from Owen Rigg, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Brown County basketball. 4:38 left to go in this one, in the first quarter. Seeing Brendan Rady from WGEM television here, shooting some highlights. You can check those out later on tonight at the 10 o'clock newscast. McGath takes the basketball back in the Tiger paw. Down into Duarte as Anderson tries to post up. Nothing there against Fry. Now they'll try Ingram. Nothing there. They get it to McGath at the elbow. Now they try to get it down to Ingram. Gets tipped away from Tippy. And they say that'll go off the hands of Noah Ingram. It's going to be a turnover against Brown County. How many is that for him, Jared?
Number 3.
Number 3 already early on the game here for this Brown County squad. Tippy will walk the basketball across. Many of these guys on the Southeastern roster were part of that West Prairie Southeastern football team, as now a 3-ball falls for number 5, Jaron Henry. Makes it a 6-1 lead here for the Suns early on, but many of these guys were on the 8-man team that had a nice little season for the West Prairie Southeastern Co-op, and that basketball is going to go out of bounds. It's another turnover against Brown County as they're really just struggling to get the gears going here. 3:54 left to go here in the first quarter. With the basketball now is Rigg. Rigg skips it across to Henry. Knocked down 1-3 already as now they get it back up to Hitz. That is Carter Hitz. And a 3-ball on the way is good for Rigg. Knocks down another one. It's 9-1 now as the Suns are looking on top, and now Eric Jones wants a timeout. We will take it 2. It's Augusta Southeastern 9, Brown County 1. We are back here in 30 seconds.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Well, the game comes a lot easier when able to knock down some early shots, and that's what the Suns are doing as they have knocked down a few triples here, and they lead 9-1 over the Brown County Hornets here with 3:33 remaining in the opening period. My name is Brian Shoemaker. With me on the statistics tonight is Jared French, G-Money, Gavin Hilgenbrink running the camera for us here tonight, and we're so thankful for everyone's help bringing you high school basketball here on a cool, rainy Monday night here in the greater West Central area. Henry will be the inbounds man as he gives it to McGath, and they'll cross the timeline. Now down in the corner to Angel Duarte. Tried to find Ingram, couldn't get it. Now they get it to Anderson. He's going to get bumped by Fry as he was trying to throw it into Ingram. And that's going to be the third foul of the quarter here against Southeastern. Brown County's got one as well. We need to add on to the board. It's going to be a kick basketball off the foot of Tippy. As we're trying to catch up on the fouls here, is going to be Duarte with the foul. Picking up the last foul there for Brown County, or excuse me, for Augusta. Anderson picked up the foul for Brown County. With the basketball is Tippy. Tippy up off the iron, no good. Basketball goes in off the hands of Maverick Henry. It'll remain Augusta Southeastern basketball under their own hoop. Remind you, Porta and Payson over in Pittsfield tonight. Jack, John, and Charlie on the call there. If you want to watch, you can watch both at the same time as Tippy fires one from the top of the key and no good. Battle for the rebound comes down to the hands of Jack Anderson. Here come the Hornets. Stops, pops, no, thinks about it, tries to get it dished down into McGath. Instead, it goes into the hands of Duarte, and he's going to get fouled. Number 13. For the Suns.
13, Carter Heights, his first, team fourth.
It's going to go against Hitz. That'll be his first, team fourth. To the free throw line here, it's going to be Angel Duarte for the Hornets. We remind you about the Moose Lodge 420. Check out the Friday meals at the Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food is hot and the drinks are cold at Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. Tell them Big Merle and Rick sent you. 2:57 left to go here in the first quarter. Second free throw from Duarte is up and good. Make it a 10-1, or excuse me, 10-2 lead here, or 9-2 lead for Southeastern. They whip it across to Tippy. Stops and pops in the right elbow. Off the front of the iron, no good, into the hands of Ingram. Here come the Hornets now as he hands it off to Maverick Henry to run things up. Down into Duarte in the corner, guarded out by Hitz. They try to zip it into Anderson, and they do. He kicks it back out in the gap. Thought about the three-pointer, but he was locked down by Rigg. Tries to throw it, a dangerous pass to Duarte that somehow lands in the hands of Henry. A little bit of a 2-3-ish zone matchup here from Southeastern. Now getting into a little bit more of a man-to-man look. Henry with the basketball, guarded out by Hitz. Those bright yellow shoes of Carter Hitz, you could pick those things out if this place was pitch black, Jared. Up the basketballs, Henry, a nice up and over from Maverick Henry.
Number 5, Maverick
2
Henry.
points makes it a 9-4 basketball game here. 1:55 left to go. With the three ball is Jaron Henry. He knocks it down for three. The triples are falling for Southeastern. It's a 12-4 contest with 1:45. Jaron, what is Southeastern shooting from three right now?
4 for 6.
4 for 6. That makes things pretty easy as Yager McGath misses a shot for Brown County. Here comes Tippy for the Suns. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll remain Southeastern basketball. This Sun squad has been a lot of fun to watch. We saw these guys last year. You saw the names like Tippy, Rigg, Hitz, Fry, who were able to knock down big shots. This was a team that was trailing Beardstown in this tournament last year by about 17. The next thing you know, they just kind of kept chipping away and coming back, and the next thing you know, they were leading. And before you knew it, they were up by 15. Rigg with the shot, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Fry. He can't get it to fall, and now it goes down to Duarte. Here come the Hornets. They trail by 8, 1 minute to go here in the opening quarter. To Anderson at the elbow. He gets free, gets it down to Henry on the left baseline. Shot up, no good off the front of the iron. It's going to go tip, but not out of bounds and saved. Here comes Rigg. Rigg's going to get fouled by Maverick Henry on the play. Maverick Henry will be his first. Team number 3 against Brown County. Checking in for the Hornets is number 12, Drew Margaret, junior guard. As the Suns will take it out of bounds under their own hoop. It's going to be Rigg, the inbounds man. Fryan hits at the blocks. Here comes Henry slashing through the lane. Tippy is the loose man on the right side. With the basketball now hits, gets it back up to the volleyball line. Back over to Jaron Henry. Suns have knocked down 4 triples, trying to see if maybe they'll get one more or maybe a nice little 2. Either way, they take any points they can get before the end of the quarter, as it'll be Hornets basketball to start the second frame. Hits with the basketball, gets stripped away from McGath. It's a turnover for the Suns. Here comes Henry. Henry up off the glass, no good. Rebound from Margaret. McGath gets swatted away. And it's going to go out of bounds. As McGath got swatted away from Fry, it'll go out of bounds. It'll be BC basketball here. 18 seconds left to go. And the officials are going to talk this out and say, no, no, no. Let's get it the right way. Tippy will take it across the timeline. 15 seconds left to go. Picks it up at the volleyball line. They work it now down to Fry in the right corner. Back up to Tippy. Trying to get into hits. Nothing there. They whip it around the perimeter. Rigg with the basketball. 6 seconds. Tippy with the shot from the right wing. Off the side of the iron. No good. Fight for the loose ball. And they say that's going to be a double foul maybe. And we'll see as before we go to break here what happened. As they're going to talk this over. And we'll see what the officials report. It's going to be free throw shot. 24 White, so the foul is going to go against Mason Fry. That's going to be his first, 5th team foul. So Angel Duarte is going to get an opportunity to cut in this lead with no time left on the clock. First one is up, no good for Duarte. And we'll see if he can cut it back down to a 7-point lead instead. We've reached the end of the first quarter. And a last-second foul as the second one is up and no good. Remains a 12-4 contest. We've reached the end of one quarter. We'll be back here in 60 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
It's an 8-point lead for the Southeastern Suns as they've knocked down some triples here. Jared French has all your statistics from the first quarter.
First for Brown County, they were led in scoring by Maverick Henry with 2, Angel Duarte with 1, and Noah Ingram with 1. Brown County was 2 for 5 from the field for 40%, 1 for 4 from the free throw line for 25%. Southeastern was 4 for 9 from the field for 44%, and no free throws were shot.
They've knocked down some triples, though, and that's what's built this 8-point lead here. It's a 12-4 lead for the Suns, and the ball's tipped out of bounds by Southeastern. It'll be BC basketball under their own hoop as Angel Duarte will be the inbounds man here deep in the corner. McGath kicks out to the corner, nothing there. Now Henry pops way back out to the volleyball line, and that's where they'll inbound it at. Henry trying to drive around Rigg. Nothing there as now he gets it down to Duarte in the corner. Back to McGath on the left wing. Ingram was wide open. Now they get it down to the big man. He gets double teamed, kicks it back out. Yager McGath 3, no good off the side of the iron. Rebound for Duarte. Duarte goes up with it. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Foul is going to be against number 34 for Southeastern. That is Owen Northern, the 5'10 junior who checks in. His first, team first of the quarter. As Angel Duarte will step to the line here. First one's up and no good. We remind you about Pike County Concrete. When you need concrete for your next job, give the guys at Pike County Concrete a call, 217-285-5548, locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville. Second one is up and good for Angel Duarte, giving one more point on the board. It's a 12-5 contest as he's got 2. With the basketball is Rigg down to Tippy. Now down in the corner is Jaron Henry. They whip it back around top as Tippy tries a little curl at the block. Nothing open there. Suns have been very patient with this offense so far. Northern with the basketball, whips it around over to Henry. Nothing there as he'll reset and give it to Rigg. Owen Rigg with the bright white headband on top. We always say if you're going to wear a headband, you've either got to be really, really good or, well, not so good. And Owen Rigg is pretty good. With the basketball is Henry as it comes down the rebound, zips it back up all the way to Drew Markert. Gets tipped out of bounds. It'll remain Brown County basketball here with 6:47 left to go in the first half. Henry will be the trigger man. Duarte kicks out to the left block, gets it back up to McGath. Now here comes Maverick Henry on the pick-the-picker. Up off the side of the rim, rolls around, no good. Markert comes up with it. He can't get anything to go. And it'll go out of bounds, and they say that's going to be Southeastern basketball. Brandon Gooding wants a timeout, and we're going to take it too. 12-5, Brown County still with the lead. We're back here in 30 seconds.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Well, a quick timeout from the Suns. We'll see what they come back with out of the break here. It was at 6:30 left to go in the first half. Tries to throw it, and it goes right through the hands of Northern and out of bounds. That'll be a Suns turnover. Probably not the play they drew up in the break. Brown County will have a chance to cut back into this 7-point lead. They've had a lot of short distance opportunities that just have not fallen yet. And here we go. Whips the basketball around over to Duarte at the volleyball line. Tries to get it to Henry. Nothing there. He'll drive to the left side. Gets double teamed. Picks it back up. Henry driving around the perimeter. Kicks it down to Yager McGath. Nice little dish down to Ingram. Ingram gets it up and in.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike.
Nice little play. And we'll give that. We tried to get that instant replay set. Something didn't work right. We'll get it fixed for you later, folks. Don't worry. Rigg's going to go down, and he's going to get the bucket. And the chance for the three-point play comes to the hands of Owen Rigg. They're going to maybe talk about who the foul was on here. Jared, did you see who they reported that on? I didn't catch that. We'll try and see if we can catch up on the scoreboard, maybe, unfortunately. Anyway, Rigg gets the bucket. He's going to get the opportunity for the three-point play here, so we'll try and see who they get the foul.
Foul was on Maverick Henry.
Foul was on Henry. Thank you. So for Maverick Henry, that's going to be his first. Owen Rigg will get the three-point play. It's a 15-7 ball game. So Henry's second, first personal foul of the quarter. Again, these fouls reset at the quarter. And then we'll go to 5 for double bonus. With the basketball is Duarte, trying to get it to Jack Anderson. He tries to spin around Northern, and Northern's going to bump him with the body. That'll be a foul against Owen Northern. That's going to be his second personal foul, picked up pretty quickly here.
Number 34, Owen Northern.
Second of the quarter against Southeastern.
Team second.
Duarte will be the inbound man, guarded by Rigg at the baseline. Trying to get into Anderson. Ingram, nothing there either. Now they kick it out to McGath. He'll drive through the lane, up and under. No good as it gets tipped away there by Northern, or from Carter Hitz, excuse me. And Southeastern's going to work some new people in here. They're going to check in number 35. That is the 5'9 junior Carson Kerr, as he will sit down Owen Northern. A lot of new names and a lot of new faces as Brandon Gooding going deep into his bench here to see what works in terms of the rotation here for the Suns. Griffin Tippy tips it out of bounds. McGath says he might have got a little bit of my arm with it. Official does not agree. With the basketball is Duarte. He'll inbounds with Rigg alongside. 5:30 left to go here in the first half. Seeing some of the guys from Beardstown walking in front of us. They'll be getting ready for the nightcap here coming up against the Galesburg Junior Varsity. With the basketball is Duarte. Up and off the high off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Carson Kerr. He's going to be able to throw it off McGath, and a nice little hustle play from Carson Kerr. Checking in for Brown County is going to be number 30. That's that junior Tanner Seitz. Nice wide receiver and running back for the Hornets football team. You can tell him bright blonde hair out there. That is hair that has evaded me for many a years, Jared. With the basketball as Carter hits, drives down to the left side against Anderson, stops from 8, goes up, and it's going to be a little bit of a travel as he wanted to get a little bit of a Euro step in, and the official said that was one too many steps instead. Turnover on the Suns, it'll be Hornets basketball. McGath will walk it up here against Owen Rigg to meet him at the Tiger Paw. Back over on the left side to Anderson. Markert tried to slash through the lane, nothing was there. Now they get it to Seitz. Seitz down to Duarte. Tries to spin around the baseline. Nice move from Angel Duarte up with the right hand. No good off the front of the rim. Ball falls on the ground. Who's going to come up with it? It's going to be McGath. Hornets get a second chance here. Seitz with it. Behind the back dribble. Stops and pops from 15. A really nice shot from Tanner Seitz. His first 2 points of the game. It's a 15-9 affair here with 4:26 to go. Really nice move after the hustle play from McGath, and Seitz complements it with a nice jumper. Tippy's shot is no good. Seitz with the rebound. A little bit of spark here from Tanner Seitz. Hornets pushing now. Anderson down to the corner, finds Duarte. Nice little give and go from Anderson and Duarte, and it falls. Brown County starting to get some things moving here. It's a 15-11 contest. 4 quick points for the Hornets. Makes it a 4-point contest. Back down to the corner now. This is Carson Kerr. Tries to find Rigg. Rigg on the right side. Drives around the perimeter. Nothing there. Now they work it down into Carter hits. Tries to throw it into double coverage. Gets stolen away. Southeastern turnover as Drew Markert comes up with it. Been a fun little ball game here so far. Southeastern knocked down 4 triples in the opening period, and they haven't really shot much since. With the basketball as McGath gets it over to Duarte. Seitz tries a little spin move. So does Markert. Nothing there. Now they get it to Anderson, top of the key. He drives through 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders off the glass. No good. Markert comes down with it. He can't finish either. The basketball falls into the hands of Jaron Henry, the 6'3 junior. Back down to the corner. Here comes Hits. 3 ball on the way. No good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Drew Markert. Here come the Hornets are running. Duarte with the basketball. Drives in. Goes right into Kerr. No call on the contact. He misses. Rebound comes down to the hands of the Suns. Here comes Tippy. Tippy, nice move in between. Goes up and under with a little acrobatic shot. Duarte says, I didn't foul him. The official says he did. For the foul for Angel Duarte, that'll be his second personal. Second against the Hornets for the quarter. It'll be Southeastern basketball as Tippy will be the inbounds man. Excuse me, it was Rigg to Tippy. Tippy's 3 is no good and goes down to the hands of Seitz. It's opening night, folks. Bear with us. Down to the corners, Yager McGath. Tries to find Seitz. Seitz goes up with it. Back behind him is Jaron Henry, and they say Henry's going to get him from behind. The foul will go against Jaron Henry. His first, team number 3. That's going to send Seitz to the free throw line. He's picked up an early basket here for this team. 2 points on the evening. Eyes the basket. First one no good. LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. Longtime sponsors here at Central Illinois Sports. 217-285-2808. Trucking for all of your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD Trucking. Second one up from Seitz is good. It's a 3-point basketball game. It was an 8-point lead at the quarter for Southeastern. The Hornets have dug away and clawed at it here. Tippy back to Rigg. A couple of nice, strong guards here on the Southeastern roster, and it's going to be a little bump foul for the Hornets as McGath is going to pick up his first personal, team number 3 against the Brown County squad.
His first, team 3rd.
Southeastern will inbounds in the box set. Trying to find Kerr. They find Kerr. He gets swatted away by Tanner Seitz. Carson Kerr didn't get a lot of elevation on that shot, and Tanner Seitz did. So it'll be out of bounds and will reset here for the Suns. 2:32 left to go here in the first half. With the basketball is Tippy. Tries to drive around Duarte. Nothing there. Now Duarte will get a hand on it, and Tippy will have to pick up his dribble. Skips it back over now to Kerr. Gets it quickly down. Nice little play from Kerr down to Hitz. Hitz will pick it up. It's a nice two from Carter Hitz. And I'll tell you what, folks, if you can make two-pointers like that, you can win a lot of basketball games. Hornets on the run. Seitz to Duarte. On the nice give and go, into 17-14 advantage here for Brown County. 2 minutes left to go here. We'll tell you all about it more during the Little Jess halftime show. Kerr with the basketball guarded by Seitz, trying to find Hitz. Nothing there. They instead find Rigg at the elbow. He's double-teamed and gets picked up. It's going to be a foul against the Hornets. Out of bounds coming up for Southeastern as the foul goes against Tanner Seitz, his first, team number 4. Hornets will be in bonus for the remainder of the quarter, which is 1 minute and 51 seconds. They get it to Tippy on the right side, guarded by Duarte. Back up to Jaron Henry. Southeastern, again, has been very patient on this offense. They haven't forced up a ton of shots here. Now Seitz is going to get the steal. Here comes Tanner Seitz up against Tippy. Up and under, no good. Duarte with the tip-in basket. Angel Duarte knocks it in for 2 more. And now it's a 1-point basketball game. What was once an 8-point lead for Southeastern whittled down to 1. 1:25 left to go here in the half. They try to get it in. It's going to be a steal from Markert. Couldn't get it into Henry. Brown County trying to take the lead for what I believe might be the first time here tonight. Seitz with the basketball. In the corner, gets it back up to Anderson. Whips it around Yager McGath. Duarte over on the left corner. Brown County really struggled early trying to get the ball in the hoop, but they've really got some things churning here in the latter half of this quarter. Duarte with the basketball, trying to find Anderson on the backdoor cut. Nothing there, but the look was there. Kicks it over to McGath. On the right wing, Seitz sliding baseline. Nothing there either. And now it's Rigg all over it. Eric Jones thought there might have been a foul, and now we're going to get a foul called instead. And that foul is going to go against number 13. It's going to go against Carter Hitz. That's his second, team number 4. Both teams in the bonus here for the remainder of the half, which is now 42 seconds. Yeah, it's still out of bounds here.
Number 11, James Landon.
James Landon checks in for Augusta Southeastern, the 5'10 senior, wearing number 11 in the white jersey here. Duarte will be the trigger man as the Hornets started their out-of-bounds play right before he even got the basketball. He wings it into McGath. Now they have to trip it down to Markert as the Hornets had to force that one in. 37 seconds left here in the half. Duarte falls on the ground as he and Rigg are just kind of tangled up there at the block. With the basketball, Seitz picks up his dribble, gets it back to McGath. He'll reset here with 25 to go. To Seitz, Duarte sets the backdoor pick. Nothing there for Markert. He'll pop up high. 17 seconds, gets it over to McGath. Now they force it down to Anderson. Short corner into Seitz. Seitz with it, goes up from the block and good. Nice little play from Brown County, and they're going to take the lead, 18-17. First lead of the game for the Hornets. Here comes Rigg. Carter hits for 3 at the buzzer. No good, and we've reached the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Brown County goes on a run. They take the lead as we reach the break. It's 18-17. We're back in a couple of minutes with halftime shooting statistics and more here on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Welcome back to the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Halftime Show. Little Jess in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. You can learn more online at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see the gang in person at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. It's an 18-17 lead here for the Brown County Hornets. Jared French has all of our shooting statistics and halftime scoring.
First for Brown County. They are led in scoring by Diarte with 8. Tanner Seitz with 5. Noah Ingram with 3. Maverick Henry with 2. Brown County finished this first half 8 for 19 from the floor for 42%. And 3 for 8 from the free throw line for 37%. For Southeastern, they're led in scoring by Owen Rigg with 9, Jaron Henry with 6, and Carter Heights with 2. Southeastern shot 6 for 15 from the floor for 40%, and a perfect 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Southeastern turned the ball over 4 times, and as well as Brown County.
It's a 1-point lead, though, for the Hornets after trailing by 8 after 1. We'll come back with some more first half analysis and get you ready for the second half here. We remind you, Jack, John, and Charlie have the Portis Payson basketball game going on right now, and they'll have all of the Pittsfield Turkey Tournament. We will give you audio coverage of the state championship game for Class 1A football between Camp Point Central and Lena Winslow coming up on Friday. And Damon Emmerich will have the season opener for the highly touted Griggsville Perry Tornadoes as they take on Pawnee in their season opener. That comes up on Black Friday, a 4:30 start estimated time for the varsity tip in Griggsville in Tornado Country. We're going to step away for a couple more minutes of break. When we come back, some second half analysis and more. You're watching us live here from the Beardstown Tiger Classic on Central Illinois Sports.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
The Farm Stand, located at 405 East Park Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is the place to go when you're looking for a fresh, homemade meal. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Farm Stand has a full breakfast and lunch menu. Enjoy breakfast favorites such as biscuits and gravy, pancakes, French toast, and the loaded breakfast burrito. For lunch, check out the great selection of sandwiches, salads, paninis, and more. You'll never leave hungry when you visit the Farm Stand in Camp Point. Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
Welcome you back on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Go see the guys at 3431 Main Street in Quincy, or check them out online at littlejessmotor.com for your next vehicle purchase. Just about 3 minutes left to go here in the halftime break. We want to thank guys like Elliot Craig and Eric Anderson, along with Wendy McClenning and all the team here at Beardstown, who are so kind to let us bring you all of the basketball action here all week long. We will be here all week, and Jack, John, and Charlie will be in Pittsfield all week. So we've got you covered on both area local tournaments here. Other tournaments happening around the area, of course, the Bushnell Prairie City tournament up in Bushnell should be a very nice field this year. Quincy Notre Dame will host their shootout here on the weekend, where they bring some out-of-area teams to get a couple of home games in. And, of course, the highly touted Quincy Blue Devils will kick off their Thanksgiving tournament on Thanksgiving night against Chicago Phillips. That should be a fun week and a fun season coming up for Andy Douglas's Blue Devils. We were there and privy to their new locker room at Blue Devil Gym, and that is something, folks. That's something, as their man Bradley Longore III is starting to pick up some Division I notice. And if you get an opportunity to go to Blue Devil Gym, we highly encourage it. We'd suggest it would be during the Quincy Shootout coming up in January. We'll be there too with nationally ranked teams all weekend long. We'll tell you much more about it here throughout the season. It's an 18-17 lead for Brown County. Southeastern was hot early, knocked down 4 3-pointers. Things have come a little few and far between in the second quarter here for the Suns. Brown County really started to get things going now after a really sluggish first quarter. Missed some early shots, had a lot of early turnovers, but Tanner Seitz has come in and really been a nice spark plug for this team. And now you're starting to see things come a little easier for guys like Maverick Henry, along with Jack Anderson and Noah Ingram. We've just got about 90 seconds to go here in the break. We'll come back, step away for a minute. Make sure you've got something hot to eat and cold to drink. Get settled back into your couch for second half action here from the 7th annual Beardstown Tiger Classic on Central Illinois Sports.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play, or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Welcome you back here as we wrap up the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Get you ready for second half action here between the Southeastern Suns and the Brown County Hornets as we get things reset on our scoreboard here, like the fouls in the quarter, because we'd like to let you know it's the third quarter, not the second. As we get things reset here on the scoreboard. Once again, we remind you, if you're just tuning in, some new rule changes there this year in high school basketball, along with junior high. After 5 personal fouls, it's a 2-shot situation. There are no 1-and-1 bonus situations anymore in high school or junior high basketball. Suns basketball to start the third quarter here as we hope that Gavin Hilgenbrink comes here. Jared, you might have to run the camera for a second. We're a little missing our wingman here. We'll figure out the shot clock and stuff as we go, or the shots as we go. So we'll move Jared French here to the camcorder. So bear with us. Suns basketball to start as now Hitzel takes things off. Tippy gets the rebound as it didn't touch anything, and Tippy will get an instant rebound in the bucket, and the Suns will pick up an early 1-point lead here to start the third. Ingram with the basketball, high off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Aiden Akers, who has seen limited minutes due to some early foul trouble. He'll get the basketball on the left wing, cross-court pass over to Fry. Southeastern with their starting 5 on the floor for the first time in a long time. With the basketball is Tippy, gets it back up to Fry at the volleyball line as the Suns will reset here. Tippy tries a pick to the left. They don't take it. Instead, they whip it around to the right to Fry. Here comes Tippy. Baseline, pop from 19, no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of McGath, who fights for it. Now he got numbers. They get it to Henry. Henry goes up against Fry. High off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Akers, and it's going to be out of bounds, they say. Instead, it'll remain Brown County Hornet basketball. Brandon Gooding, the first-year coach here at Southeastern, barking out instructions for the defense. Duarte is the inbound man, trying to get it in. Now gets it down into Ingram as he had to force it in a little bit. Anderson tries to split 2 defenders, nothing there. Rigg tries to tip it away, and he does. Turnover for the Hornets. Gets it up to Akers. Akers with a layup and good. Rigg gets the larceny. Akers gets the layup. It's a 3-point lead for Augusta, 21-18. Henry's 3-ball no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Tippy. He pushes quickly to Rigg. Here comes Owen Rigg. Tried to tip it away, thought Akers might have been there, but he wasn't. And instead now Fry dives for it. It's a loose ball and a scramble. Rigg spots up, 3-ball left corner, good. Owen Rigg.
Number 3, Owen Rigg.
The defensive bulldog turning the offensive specialist here for the Suns. As the Suns start to knock down another 3-pointer, it's a 24-18 lead here for Augusta. Ingram with the basketball, gets it back out to Henry. He's pressured by Akers, who has 2 fouls. Eric Jones and company giving some instructions here to the Hornet offensive side. It's a zone look here from Southeastern. Henry with it, thought about a long 3-pointer, held up away from it. Not wondering where our cameraman went. A little worried about it, Jared. Might have got lost in the halls here, as now it's going to be a foul against against Southeastern. We'll see who it's going to be. It's going to be against Akers. That's going to be Akers' third. Akers will take a seat. His first team first of the quarter. Markert's going to check back in for the Hornets as Jack Anderson will sit down. Basketball to Duarte on the inbound. Trying to get it in. Southeastern's had nice defense here on the inbound sides. Brown County has not gotten a lot of good looks off the inbounds here so far tonight. To Duarte. Thinks about the 3. Fakes. Goes to the right side. Nothing there. Tipped away. Here comes Tippy. Tippy with it. Akers on the right side. Tippy will take it on his own. Leans in. Goes off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Maverick Henry. Here come the Hornets. Hornets 3-on-1. Tried about it. Maybe a behind-the-back pass and then picked it back up. Duarte with the basketball guarded by Akers. Henry going around, pressured by Fry. 5:20 left to go here in the third quarter of what has been a really fun third period so far. They get it down into Markert. He's going to get tipped by Tippy. And it's going to be a foul against Griffin Tippy. His first personal, team second. And now it's going to be another Hornets inbound here with 5:17 to go. And they're going to lose it out of bounds. Another turnover for the Hornets as this pressure from Southeastern on the inbounds plays has really caused some fits so far for the Brown County guys. Beardstown taking on the Galesburg Junior Varsity. Well, we see what happened with Gavin. Gavin came back with food. Gavin didn't come back with enough food for all of us. Deal with that later. Aiden Akers can't find anything on that 3-ball attempt. It'll sail out of bounds. It'll be Brown County basketball. Hard help's hard to find, Jared. You'd think somebody'd just bring us some pizza or a soda or something. Nothing there. Just nothing. That's all right. We love him anyway. It's G Money. With the basketball is McGath. Gets it down to the corner, Duarte. Cross-court pass over to Henry. Now they try to feed it down into Markert in the post. Back out to Henry. Drives baseline, short corner jumper. No, picks it out to McGath. Still trying to find Ingram in the post, nothing there. Now it gets tipped away on the cross-court pass. Here comes Carter, hits with it. Picks it back up, goes baseline, drives into Henry, and it's going to be a foul on the floor against Maverick Henry. For Henry, that's going to be his third personal foul. Not what you'd want to hear if you're a Brown County fan. Seitz will check back in. Henry will go take a seat after a frustrating third foul, where Hitz really just kind of drove in. The foul kind of occurred under the basket. Probably not the best place for that to happen. Hitz with the basketball at the free throw line. Guarded out by Duarte. Picks it back up. He's got to get rid of it. Now gets it to Fry. Back up to Tippy. Southeastern will reset here on the offensive side. They are in no rush, folks, to get this thing going. Mason Fry with the basketball. Picks it up at the block. Goes around with the right hand. He's going to get fouled by Ingram. And that's going to be a foul against Noah Ingram. His first personal for the senior. Team second of the quarter here against Brown County. Mason Fry at the line. Jared, what's Mason done tonight here for the Suns?
He hasn't.
He hasn't. We'll see if he can get on the board here this time. As we get the second free throw up, we remind you about Waters Concrete. Tim Waters, your guy for quality concrete for your new build. Driveway, sidewalks, and a whole lot more. Anything with concrete, Waters Concrete is the guy for you. Give him a call at 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. Second free throw is good. We're going to get the free throws adjusted there. It's a 25-18 score. We had 24-18 on the board there incorrectly for a little bit, as the Suns will lose that one out of bounds. As Mason Fry will get picked up for the foul. His third, team third. Foul starting to pick up here for the Suns as now Akers has 3. Fry now has 3. Turnover again, though, for the Hornets. Rigg will walk the basketball across the time stripe. Now takes it down, drives into the lane against Seitz, up with the right hand and good. Owen Rigg really starting to take over this basketball game. It's a 27-18 lead for Southeastern. McGath gets a nice dish down into Ingram. Nothing there, and now they get it back to the Suns as Fry will come down with the rebound. 3:33 left to go here as Anderson's going to check back in for Brown County on the next dead ball. Dribbling around is Rigg at the Tiger Paw, the big Tiger Paw here in the big gymnasium at Beardstown. Driving down is Fry. Jared, this is a big gym. I'd love to see what this gym is filled like, to see that second level opened up on the bleachers. It would be a heck of a loud place. Rigg drives into the lane against Seitz, tries to go up with the left hand, gets tipped away from Duarte. Now it comes down to the hands of Akers. He goes up high with it, nothing there. Comes down into the hands of Angel Duarte. He's going to push the tempo here for Brown County. Drives into Fry. Collision, nothing there, and it goes off the glass. Angel Duarte able to get the separation in the deuce. It's a 27-20 ball game. Tippy with the basketball. Drives with the left hand. Stops at the right elbow. Up and off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Drew Markert. And there's going to be a foul off the ball here. And we'll see who the officials call. Looks like it's going to be against Brown County. Noah Ingram doesn't like it, but he's going to be the man whistled here. For Ingram, that's going to be his second personal. Team number 3 as Anderson checks back in for Ingram. Jaron Henry checks back in for Southeastern. Second foul of the contest against Ingram. Tippy, long three ball is good. Southeastern, folks, knocking down these threes just like these kids used to last season. Excuse me. With the basketball now is Yager McGath. Gets tipped away from Griffin Tippy. And if anything, this Southeastern defense is going to keep these kids in contention most nights. The defensive efforts of Owen Rigg and Griffin Tippy, along with Carter Hitz, are really going to cause some troubles for some teams here through the season. 2:19 left to go in the third period. It's a 10-point lead for the Southeastern Suns. Seitz with the basketball, drives in on the right side, goes up with it. Nice little 8-footer for Tanner Seitz.
Number 30.
Add 2 more in for number 30. Give him 7 points on the evening. And it's a 30-22 lead for Southeastern. McGath trying to get it away, gets a loose ball. Here comes Anderson diving for it. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Brown County on that one. 1:57 left to go here in the third frame. One more left to go for you here tonight. One more game left in Pittsfield, as that one should be tipping off here sometime shortly. Jack, John, and Charlie all week long from Pittsfield. Damon Emmerich will have the Tornadoes opener for you on Friday at 4:30 in the afternoon. We're going to get a timeout as Eric Jones takes a full. We'll take it too. It's Augusta Suns. Southeastern Suns, 30. Brown County 22. We're back in a minute.
GSI Grain Bins. Maximize your profitability. From the initial site to developing your custom grain storage plan to the completion of the project. Mixer Lumber Company. We will be with you every step of the way. Mixer Lumber Company, your trusted GSI grain bin dealer.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Well, it's an 8-point lead for the Southeastern Suns over the Brown County Hornets. Just about less than 2 minutes here to go in the third period. Jared, we have a nice showing here from Southeastern, but maybe, not surprised about their defensive efforts, but really able to keep themselves shot in the game here from long range. What do you think Brown County needs to do to slow this down?
Try your best to put out the fire.
Well, they're going to try their best here, as now Southeastern's going to scrap out a rebound, and it's going to be a foul here against Markert. For Markert, that's going to be his first personal.
Checking in for the Hornets, number 40.
We'll get caught up here on the fouls. We have 4 against Southeastern. That should maybe be the 4th against Brown County, and it is. Both teams will be in bonus for the remainder of the quarter, which is 1:43 here. Basketball gets loose. Henry and Anderson scrapping it out. The basketball is going to belong to Southeastern here on the official's whistle. Mason Fry will be the inbound man. Kicks it way back into the backcourt to Owen Rigg. He'll reset this offense. It has an 8-point lead. Fry with it, top of the key, dribbles around, gets it to Rigg. He's guarded by Tanner Sykes, who's been a nice little spark plug here tonight for the Brown County roster when they needed it. Rigg with it, dribbles into the lane, stops from the free throw line. Nice smooth shot from Owen Rigg. Give him 2 more. It's a 10-point lead again for 14 points for Owen Rigg. This was a kid that last year didn't have to score a ton of points with Danny Stevens and others in the lineup, but this year he's really stepping up here to start the season. It's another turnover for the Hornets, and a foul now as Anderson's going to get picked up for the whistle. That's going to be his second personal, and we should have free throws coming away for Southeastern. Once again, 5 fouls brings you to double bonus automatically now in the quarters. We'll reset these fouls at the end of the quarter. So it's going to be Carter Hitt stepping to the free throw line for Southeastern. He's got 2 points on the evening. Shot coming up here as we get a little catch our breath here. First one is up and good. Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Give Damon a call at 217-285-4404 for Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and insured. Second one is up good.
Number 2, Jack Anderson. The free throw shooter, number 13, Carter Heights.
Both free throws good. It's a 34-22 ball game here, and now it's going to be a step out of bounds here as things are just not going well for Brown County in the third quarter. For everything that went right in the second, not that much has went right here in the third. Tippy will bring the basketball across the timeline. 50 seconds to go here in the third frame. Gets the basketball down, looked to be the short corner. Now it's going to be a foul on Ingram as he just bodies up just a little too much.
Foul is called on number 40, Noah Ingram.
Ingram Ingram will pick up the foul. It's going to be Mason Fry here as we see the guys from Galesburg getting dressed or making their way in front of us. First free throw is up and good for Mason Fry.
Checking in is number 5, Maverick Henry.
Henry will check in. Ingram will take a seat here. As this roster for Galesburg just keeps on coming. It is the train that just keeps on delivering. Second free throw up and no good. Now we're going to have a fight for the loose ball and a foul. And that's going to be against the likes of
Foul is called on the Suns, number 5,
Suns.
Jaron Henry.
Henry will pick up the foul for Henry. That's going to be 4 team fouls here. So if Brown County happens to get one more foul called against Southeastern, they'll make it to the free throw line. With the basketball is Henry. He kicks it all the way down into Duarte. Back up and around. With the basketball now is Duarte in the corner. Guarded out by Jaron Henry. Now they get Seitz double teamed in the short corner. They've got to get rid of it. Seitz tries to get loose ball again. Here's on the ground. They're fighting for it. It's Seitz and Fry. There's going to be a foul call. That's going to go against Seitz. Things just not going the way of Brown County here in the third period. Seitz will pick up the foul.
Foul is called on number 30, Tanner Seitz. At the line,
at the line is going to be Fry. As Fry will get ready here. Mason Fry, Jared, what's his stat line look like this evening here?
He is 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
First one is up and good. It's a 14-point lead here for Augusta Southeastern. Petersburg Porta defeats Payson 51-48 in the opener at Pittsfield tonight. Now a nice little give and go. Duarte can't finish on the give from McGath. And the fight for the loose ball, they say, is going to go off the hands of Duarte.
I got the stop, number 34, Owen Northern.
Owen Northern's going to check back in here for the Suns as Southeastern will get this last possession. They'll also get basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Everything going the way of the Suns right now. With the basketball, it's Henry. 3 seconds, 2. Riggs got to fire it up at the end of the quarter. It's no good, and that brings us to a close of the 3. It's Augusta Southeastern 36, Brown County 22. We'll be back with fourth quarter play-by-play here in 1 minute.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Suns lead by 14 after 3 quarters, 36-22. Jared French has all of your shooting statistics after 3.
First for Brown County, they shot 2 for 6 from the floor. Southeastern was 6 for 12 from the floor and 5 for 8 from the free throw line.
Well, it's going to be Southeastern basketball here to begin the fourth frame as they'll take it out at midcourt. It'll be Fry, Rigg, Tippy, Akers, and Hitz, the starting 5 for the Suns. It's Anderson, Seitz, McGath, Duarte, and Maverick Henry starting the fourth quarter for Brown County. Southeastern has not been in a rush to move things. And what we would tell you is this is a little reminiscent of the Suns teams of the past few years when maybe not all of the offensive weapons were there, and Danny Stevens and others, and they love to play that slow-down basketball game. They're going to step out of bounds, though, to begin the fourth quarter. It'll be a turnover on Augusta Southeastern. But again, trying to see what this team is like without the likes of Danny Stevens in the lineup and a new coach here in Brandon Gooding. Mr. Gooding, I believe, is the principal at Southeastern, if I read notes correctly. With the basketball is Henry on the right wing, guarded tightly by Tippy. Gets it over now to Seitz. Takes a few dribbles against Owen Rigg, nothing there. The Southeastern defense here has really been the talk of the evening. They get it into Anderson. He tries to dump it off to Henry. Henry didn't see it coming, and it's going to be a turnover here against Brown County. With the basketball will be Rigg. At some point, Brown County will have to consider maybe extending this defense past the half-court line. Off the legs of Akers, though, and there's an opportunity for Brown County to cut quickly back into this lead, or into this deficit. Didn't see a lot of press in the first game either, Jared. That'll probably change here as we get into the later days of the tournament. With the basketball is Henry, gets it over on the left side to Seitz. He tries to spin around. They say that's going to be a foul on Hitz as he gets him with the hip.
Foul called on Augusta's number 13, Carter Hitz.
For Carter Hitz, that's going to be his team third, or his third personal, team number 3, or team number 1, as we reset these at the quarter. Seitz gets swatted away by Akers, and now it gets turned over. Here comes hot Hitz. Hitz goes around McGath with a little Euro step, can't finish on the layup, and now here comes Henry with it. He pushes it quickly down to Duarte. Duarte with the left hand, he can't finish on the layup either. Southeastern on the run. Here comes Akers. Akers dumps it off to Rigg. Rigg goes in around Seitz, can't get it there, loses the ball, kicks it back out to Fry. Fry will drive in, goes up with the left hand. He makes contact with Seitz, and Seitz is going to get whistled on the block. For Tanner Seitz, that should be his third personal as well. Team first of the quarter for Brown County. Fry is going to go to the line here again. Southeastern leads 36-22 with 6:29 left to go here in the contest. First free throw is no good. Bowlers Universe, open Monday to Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays until midnight and Saturdays from 4 to midnight. Delicious burgers, specialty pizzas, and one of those delicious craft beers. That sounds great tonight. Stop by the guys at Bowlers Universe on the west end of Pittsfield. Second free throw is up and good for Fry. It's a 37-22 lead as Southeastern now up by 15 points. With the basketball now is Duarte. He tries to dribble through double coverage, has to pick it up at the block, kicks it back out to McGath. Ingram trying to get open in the side. He's guarded by Hitz, though. Now he'll come up to the elbow as now Anderson tries to drive around Tippy. Henry with it on the right side. They whip it around the perimeter. Ingram with it at the high elbow. 6 minutes left to go. If Brown County is going to make a run, now's got to be the time to get it started as Duarte tries to dribble in between coverage, and he's going to get the foul picked up. It's going to go against Hitz. Carter Hitz. His fourth personal foul, team number 2 against Southeastern. So Hitz with 4. Aiden Akers has been flirting around with 3 fouls for quite a while. On the Brown County side, Seitz has it. Now it's going to be a foul here against the Hornets. And that's going to go against Ingram.
On number 40, Noah Ingram. Checking in for the Suns, number 5, Jared.
Second team foul. Should be the third, I believe, against Ingram.
Checking in for the
Oh, it's his fourth.
12,
Thank
Drew
you.
Marker.
His fourth. So Ingram will sit down. Markert will step in. And now you're going to start to see some full court pressure here, Jared, as the Hornets need to get some things going. They've got to get a few stops. Fry will get the inbound after bumping and getting to know Jack Anderson a little up close and personal. Akers will dribble through 2 guys, goes up all the way with the right hand, no good. Tippy comes down with the rebound. He gets it up and good. Griffin Tippy knocks it down on the extra basket attempt. It's 39-22 as now Tippy's got 9 points. With the basketball now is Anderson up at the volleyball line. Brown County's going to have to pick up the tempo here just a little bit on the offensive side. Now they cross-court whip over to McGath. McGath will fire up a 3, and it's good. Yager McGath with a desperately needed triple. It's a 14-point game, and here comes the Brown County full-court press. Riggs going to try and dribble all the way through it, goes coast to coast, gets into some coverage there with McGath. No call on the contact, but it'll go out of bounds and remain Southeastern basketball. 5:07 left to go. Beardstown taking on the Galesburg JV after this one's over with tonight. Rigg with the basketball. Gets it quickly into Fry. Fry up with the left hand. Nice little inbounds play. And the Suns are rolling. It's 41-25 with 5 minutes left to go. Fry with 14. or excuse me, that's Hits with 14, or excuse me, Rigg with 14. We'll get it right. Fry has 6. Drew Markert goes up with it. It's the opening night, folks. Just bear with us.
Foul is called on number 5.
Jaron Henry's going to pick up the foul.
At the line, number 12.
It's going to be his
Markert.
second personal foul. Team third of the quarter against the Suns. Markert will be at the free throw line here for 2. Pike County Express, your locally owned, family-operated newspaper serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. Jack Anderson's going to take a seat. Checking in is Joe Miller, number 4 for the Hornet roster. As the rebound comes down into the hands of Mason Fry. He gets over to Akers as the Suns will get set up here. Akers drives in, found the opening, now gives it to Fry. He'll take the nice little 5-footer, and it rolls off the front of the rim and good.
Number 24,
Mason Fry gets the deuce. Akers gets the dime, and it's an 18-point lead here for Southeastern. And now Maverick Henry cuts that back down to 15, and Eric Jones takes a 30-second timeout. We will take it to Southeastern 43, Brown County 28. We're back in 30 seconds.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Kroc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
Eric Jones took the timeout after Maverick Henry knocked down a 3. It's a 15-point ball game here, 43-28, Southeastern on top with just about a half a quarter remaining. Brown County has tried to turn the corner here, took a lead at 19-18 after trailing 12-4 early on. But Southeastern has really kept clamping down, especially on the defensive side, and really started to knock down some shots here in the second half. Akers now gets it over to Rigg, crosses the timeline, gets it down to Fry on the left side. It's man-to-man extended pressure here for Brown County. Akers takes a dribble, nothing there against Joe Miller. Here comes Rigg, drives into triple traffic, gets it down to Akers in the short corner. Kick out for Jaron Henry is good. Three-pointer again for Jaron Henry. Southeastern's got some offensive weapons here, folks, and they're putting them on display for you tonight. It's 46-28. Once again, an 18-point lead for the guys in white. Tried to get the ball into Duarte, and there's going to be a foul here against Southeastern, as Fry is going to pick up the personal foul. For Fry, that's going to be his 4th personal foul. Team number 4 against the quarter here for Southeastern. Carter Hitz checks in. Henry will sit down after knocking down the triple. Ball out to Henry on the inbound. Tries to drive on the right side, stopped quickly by Rigg. Angel Duarte, the talented running back for the Hornets football squad, trying to drill into here. Gets into Joe Miller on the nice tap in, and Joe Miller gets his first 2 points of the contest. It's 46-30. They quickly get it down, and Carter Hitz was all by himself, and no one saw him. A big dish all the way down the court to Carter Hitz. He picks up 2, and it's back to an 18-point contest. Here comes Henry driving through 3-4, and now Tippy's just going to kind of get a hold of him, stop him. Brandon Gooding says you can use your feet instead of grappling his arm. Team 5th of the quarter against Southeastern as Tippy gets called for the personal foul there. And now Maverick Henry will go to the free throw line here for Brown County. 5 points on the night, 3 personal fouls for Maverick Henry. First one is up and good, makes it a 48-31 contest. As we remind you about the Moose Lodge 420. Check out the Friday meals at Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. New specials every week. The food's hot, the drinks are cold, and the free throw is no good. Comes down into the hands of Tippy. Here comes quickly back down to Hitz. Another cherry-picking layup as Griffin Tippy found Carter Hitz. Hitz gets 2 more. It's a 50-31 contest. We're up to 19 points. Henry will fire up a 3 quickly, and it's good. Maverick Henry with another triple. Make it a 50-34 contest, a 16-point deficit. 2:50 left to go. And now Duarte will pick up the foul. It's going to be the 3rd of the quarter here against Brown County.
24, Angel Duarte.
We're going to get the basketball back down at this end because the Suns are not quite in bonus yet. 2:50 left to go. We'll get it wrapped up for you on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. And then we'll get you reset for the nightcap here. It'll be the host Beardstown Tigers taking on the Silver Streaks of Galesburg's junior varsity. Rigg drives down, now gets past Joe Miller, goes up with the left hand. Rigg just takes it coast to coast, and no one's there to stop him. 52-34, loose ball as Rigg tries to get the quick steal. Brown County picks it back up, and now Henry picks up the basketball 80 feet from the hoop, gets it down to Miller. Miller driving in, goes in with the left hand up, an easy two for Joe Miller. It's 52-36.
Joe Miller.
Now back down to Hitz. We're back and forth up high off the glass. Hitz won't get the bucket, but he will get fouled by Drew Market. For Drew Market, that's going to be his second personal foul.
Number 12, Drew Market, his second, team fourth.
Fourth personal foul, fourth team foul of the quarter here. Hitz will go to the free throw line for Southeastern. He's got 8 points on the night here, including a couple of fast break layups here in the past few minutes for Southeastern. Seitz will check back in. It's a 53-36 contest with 2:22 to go. Southeastern clears the lane here on the rebound attempt. No need to pick up fouls as Brown County will shoot free throws if they foul again. Second free throw is up and good for Carter Hitz. 54-36. And quite truthfully is what a little bit of a surprise outcome here so far. Get the basketball down to Joe Miller. It's Seitz with it, caught in the corner now from Hitz. Fry really trying to body up there against Duarte as Duarte is trying to get something in on the post. Back down to Seitz in the corner, guarded by Hitz. Slashing through is Joe Miller, nothing there. Seitz drives into the lane. Free throw jumper on the step back is good. Nice shot from Tanner Seitz. If you can make that basket a lot of times, you're going to get a lot of minutes. And Tanner Seitz has knocked down about 2 or 3 of those here tonight. They get the basketball to Akers, 1:39 left to go. Barring a monumental collapse, Southeastern's going to pick up their first win of the season here on night number 1. Fry drives in, picks up the basketball, now finds Tippy on a nice little backdoor cut. Tippy can't finish though. Akers flies in to try and get the rebound. Instead, he'll step out of bounds. And it'll be a Brown County basketball with 1:20 left to go here. We will get things wrapped up for you. We'll take a quick break as we've been sitting here for a while. It's a turnover on the Hornets. Tippy with the steal. Tippy goes up and he gets fouled as McGath doesn't like the call. He says, I don't know if I touched him that much, but he touched him enough to get the whistle, says the official.
11, his second, team fifth.
McGath, his second, team fifth, the quarter against Brown County. We are in bonus for the remainder of the contest, which is 1 minute and 13 seconds.
At the line is number 0.
Tippy's going to go to the line. He's got 9 points here on the evening. Brown County's going to get some substitutes here in on the whistle. That's going to be number 3, the senior Aiden Seeley, along with number 34, the sophomore Trey Fullerton. And of course, if you ask anyone here on the Brown County side, they are very excited about some of these up-and-coming young kids in that sophomore and freshman class. They've still got some great kids left on the junior high side and the 8th grade squad. Jaron Henry checks back in along with number 34, Owen Northern, as the second free throw is up and good. Make it a 56-38 contest here with just over a minute to go. Henry with the basketball, now over to Fullerton. The sophomore takes a couple of dribbles and dumps it off to Duarte. Now they try and get it back into Fullerton. It gets tipped away from Fry. It will go out of bounds with 58 seconds left. And now you're going to see some more substitutions in here for Southeastern. It's going to be number 22, a 5'10 sophomore, Tristan Hester, along with number 11, a 5'10 senior, James Landon, and number 14, the 5'9 sophomore, is Gunnar Walker. So Brandon Gooding able to dig deep into his bench tonight, gets everybody off the bench for some playing time here this evening as the Suns are going to open the season with a win. Stripped away from Northern. And now he's triple teamed, and now it's going to be picked up here. Duarte with the steal goes up, and he gets fouled by Northern. And Duarte will go to the free throw line here, trying to tack on a couple of extra points. He's already got 10.
Foul's called on number 34, Owen.
That's going to be Northern's foul, his third personal foul. We'll get a look at the host team here tonight. That'll be the Beardstown Tigers. The two teams not in action tonight, as Duarte's first one is good. are the Unity Mustangs along with the Hartsburg-Emden Stags. We'll see both of those guys in action tomorrow night as we will kick back off here at 4:45 with the pregame show and bring you 3 more contests here from the Tiger Classic. Duarte, 3 ball from the top of the key, no good. Fight for the rebound comes down into the hands of James Landon. Here comes Henry, pushes it quickly now down to Gunnar Walker. They'll whip it around, and the Suns will maybe just kind of hold this one out unless one of these guys wants to fire one up. Northern with the basketball, 25 seconds left to go. Well, call it a surprise if you want, but the defense of the Southeastern Suns has showed up here tonight and has really closed down this Hornet offense to the tune of less than 40 points. All the while picking up 56 of their own. Brandon Gooding's going to pick up an opening night win. The Southeastern Suns are going to pick up an opening night win here at the Beardstown Tiger Classic. Your final. Southeastern 56, Brown County 39. We have reached the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. We'll bring you some wrap-up stats and more here in just a couple of minutes.
Once or twice a year I might get the cold or a flu, and my wife calls it the man flu. So you know what that is.
Yeah. What do I love about our team? We have a good chemistry. We all work together.
I mean, come on. I've got the best job in the world. Sometimes they say, oh, I like to do handstands.
Yeah, I taught Brian how to do the handstand. That's all right.
And every day, I mean, it's a fun day.
Yeah, it definitely makes me proud to be here.
Timely application of crop nutrients based on soil test results and the individual yield goals is the focus of the agronomy team at Logan Agri-Service, Inc. Logan Ag delivers anhydrous ammonia, dry fertilizer, UAN, liquid starter, and our lineup of Logan Agri-Yield micronutrients direct from us to your field. Striving to get the right fertilizer products at the right place in the right field at the right time, that's Logan Agri-Service. For fertilizer and application services, call 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Well, the Southeastern Suns pick up an opening night win here at Beardstown. It's a 56-39 final as they get the win over the Brown County Hornets. Jared French has everything we need to know to wrap this one up.
First for the Brown County Hornets, they were led in scoring by both Maverick Henry and Angel Diarte, both with 11. Tanner Seitz with 7. Joe Miller with 4. Yager McGath with 3, and Noah Ingram with 3. Brown County finished the game 22 of 34 from the field for 64%, and 5 for 12 from the free throw line for 41. Southeastern was led in scoring by Owen Rigg with 17, Griffin Tippy with 13, Jaron Henry with 9, Carter Heights with 8, Mason Fry with 7, and Aiden Akers with 2. Southeastern finished the game 19 of 38 from the floor for 50%. And 13 for 16 from the free throw line for 81%.
What a night here for the Southeastern Suns as they get things going. Player of the game brought to you by Derek Harris, your financial advisor here in the area. I think we're going to give it to Owen Rigg tonight. A kid that really last season you just saw excel on the defensive end. He would knock down some shots when called upon. Really stepped into that leadership role on both sides of the floor tonight. You saw nice complimentary games here tonight by Griffin Tippie along with Aiden Akers and Mason Fry as they pick up the opening night win against the Brown County Hornets. We are going to step aside here for just a few minutes, folks. We're going to get ourselves reset as we get ready for the nightcap here. It's going to be the Beardstown Tigers taking on the Galesburg Silver Streak JV squad. What we tell you is we will shut down this stream, take a quick break, and then we'll be back online, so just give us a couple of seconds. You're watching us live here from the Beardstown Tiger Classic. We'll be back in just a minute here on Central Illinois Sports.